Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. We are looking at a real world data breach involving Physicians Business Office Incorporated, also called PBO. This is a medical practice management company based in Parkersburg, West Virginia. Their breach was officially listed on the New Hampshire Department of Justice Security Breach Notifications website, so this is as real as it gets. Now, I know it's never a good sign when your organization appears on a state government breach page. That is like being called into the principal's office, except the consequences are a little more expensive. PBO experienced a hacking incident where an unauthorized person gained access to their network. This was not a case of accidental sharing or a lost laptop. Excuse me. This was a direct unauthorized access into systems holding sensitive personal information. The breach notices were published in September of 2022, which made it officially public through the New Hampshire Department of Justice database. Healthcare related data is one of the most valuable on the black market. So, anytime a company supporting clinics or medical groups gets compromised, it is a serious situation. Public reporting shows that around 196,000 people were impacted by this breach. That number is incredibly high for a company that many people have never even heard of. Now, what exactly was exposed? Just about everything. Social security numbers, driver's license numbers, addresses, dates of birth, diagnosis information, prescription details, disability and diagnosis codes, and health insurance account information. If someone wanted to pretend to be you at a doctor's appointment, they would have enough details to fill out the forms better than you could. The company detected unusual activity in April of 2022. A digital forensics team was brought in to investigate. The company worked through containment steps and eventually confirmed a security incident involving compromised data. Once they had completed the internal investigation, they filed notices and the information was posted to the New Hampshire Department of Justice website in September of that same year. When something makes it to the state site, that means the organization acknowledged that personal information was exposed. In simple terms, the core issue was unauthorized access combined with encrypted data. The attacker gained entry into the network and the information they accessed could be read in plain form. Investigations and lawsuits allege weak cybersecurity practices and a lack of reasonable safeguards that should have been present. This is a good reminder that storing sensitive data information without encryption is like leaving your front door open and then being shocked when someone walked in. Identity theft becomes a major risk anytime Social Security numbers are exposed. Medical identity theft is also a major concern because attackers can submit fraudulent insurance claims or obtain prescription medication under someone else's identity. Some of the victims do not even realize what's happening until the bills begin to appear. Class action filings against PBO argue that individuals now face a long term risk because their social security numbers cannot be changed and medical information cannot be taken back once it is exposed. The company faces serious repercussions. A lawsuit was filed alleging failure to implement reasonable security protection, which increased their financial risk. Legal costs, investigation expenses, regulatory scrutiny, and contract damage are just part of the fallout. Reputation damage is also huge. When a company handles medical billing support for health providers, trust is everything. A breach like this can cause clinics to question whether they should continue doing business with them. Now, several things could have reduced or prevented this incident. Encryption should have been used for stored and transmitted data. Access control should have included multi-factor authentication. The network should have been segmented to limit how far the attacker can move. Routine security audits, active monitoring, and vulnerability assessments are essential for any organization that handles personal or medical information. These steps are not optional. They are based on requirements in today's threat environment. Although the exact dollar amount has not been publicly disclosed, Incidents of this size typically range from high six figures to several $1 million. The costs include forensic experts, legal counsel, breach notification, mailing, credit monitoring, identity protection packages, and infrastructure upgrades. One thing is certain: prevention would have been a lot cheaper than remediation. Moving forward, uh, PBO and any similar organization must adopt a layered security strategy. That means strong encryption, better access control, staff training, regular risk assessments, and rehearsed incident response plans. They must also ensure ongoing compliance with state and federal guidelines. The biggest lesson here is simple: storing sensitive information carries serious responsibility. When that data is lost or stolen, the impact is permanent for the people involved. I do want to thank you for joining me today. Remember, cybersecurity failures do not just cost money, they cost people their peace of mind. And when your breach becomes public on a state government website, you know the problem has reached a whole new level of attention. The best time to protect data was yesterday. The next best time is right now.